Mass Effect 2! Let's go talk to Daniels and Donnelly. I think that's their names. Lean out of cover to shoot when you hear a break in enemy fire. Tooltip, this is a third-person action game. You can see it when they stop firing. But first, Jaguars! Gastroparesis, GI tract issues? For sure.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Because Charquois may be amazing, but she can't do everything.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Date with Charquois, you say?
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Like the bill at the bar if we get the ice brandy?
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Oh no, chat. I've broken my OBS overlay. Window.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
It's because I have my OBS window scaled such that I can see the moonbeam trap behind it. That means that it's a bit smaller than it should ordinarily be.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
No regrets. Yep, cool.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
We'll talk with Charquois again, don't worry, chat.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
But what if my name is restricted? What then, Edie? Beep beep boop boop beep boop boop. Holographic keyboard.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day.
Yeah, I did.
Miss Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, the abrupt lighting shift on your face. Namby-pambies on the Citadel. Do you think this guy also says son of a... What was it? Binky Boink, I think it was, in the quarry?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Hopefully not with his hands.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat.
That line
It'll
every
take
time.
Good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
That line gets me every time, chat.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the Ezo rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
There's a sewer on a spaceship?
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a
Oh,
family? But loot. I'll do whatever it takes to help.
Yep,
be
that's
that
everything.
Plumbing a sewer.
I won't take any
Back
more
to
of it.
work.
Back to work. Let's go talk to Miranda. From what used to be my cabin on the SR1. Obviously, it's a bit different now.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Kitchen crew also having to do everything else is very much in real life and hospitality, honestly. Oof, that is... I'm sorry to hear that. I always try to treat the hospitality staff I encounter with, respect and dignity. I know that if it weren't for the fact that I'm too disabled to, I probably would have ended up going to hospitality anyway, just because I can't get a job. And there's always hospitality spaces. So, I've dodged a bullet on the one hand, but, folks, just treat your wait staff with respect and dignity. They're people too. They're probably more tired than you are, and more tired of your bullshit than the people with you.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Nope.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Admiral Kahoku! Rest in power, my guy.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of
Oh, right.
Cerberus
Sorry
is
about that.
humanity's answer to those
It's
organizations.
'cause sometimes they change where they are on the wheel. So that's goals. That's the one that I just did the Admiral Kahoku thing about. There we go.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Dialogue wheel is copyrighted, and I hate that fact. So do I. It's like... Don't get me wrong, there's something charming about just the numbered list of conversation options, but aesthetically, I'd love a good dialogue wheel.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
It is a bubs.
Not much
It's a
that
blink.
you don't already know.
Welcome
Even
in
I don't
Blink.
have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
That's sure. I believe that. I'm pressing X to doubt.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Yeah, Blink, I stopped the co-working stream about 15 minutes ago. I was just doing layout on a queer project. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, little sneak peek just went out over social media, so I don't mind showing it on stream. I can find it. Whoop, 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 ba-doo, boop, boo, whoop, 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 ba-doo, ba-doo, whoop. There we go. Boom. Little... Shove in the middle of the screen. Little sneak peek of my system agnostic zine. 1 of 4. System agnostic. 2 D&Ds and Daggerheart. Anything I know how to play that has a good community license, basically. And we're back to the game.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
It is sickle, Josie. You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Was that one of the infamous Miranda butt shots? I know they removed most if not all of those for the Legendary Edition version of the game. Thank the maker. And I can't remember if that was always a pan up or one of the butt shots.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
So 2 things. 1, she's in the battle suit because I don't like her normal jumpsuit. I think it's stupid. 2, the thing underneath her, like on her clavicle, her breastbone, is designed to stop bladed weapons glancing off of the breastplate and, slicing through the throat. I question how relevant that is in this time, with this tech level, but it looks cool.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Hey.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
I'm gonna go and run around in your bedroom first. This is my bedroom. Everything on the ship is mine. How's your... What is the purpose of this? I guess it's just structural. Thought it was a shower, but no. Just appears to be structural, really. Oh good, reward points. Just what I wanted. Chat, it's very sad he's not in here yet. I long for my gunner.
A gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
Good news is, however, I was thinking about this because I couldn't decide where to go first. But I'm thinking I'll go to the Citadel one to talk to the council and see the fallout of that, and then I can also recruit Kasumi. I need someone with tech is the thing, and when the last, how many times I played this game? Like 4 times. I always do Morden Solus first because that's what the game kind of suggests you should do, and also it means you can pick up Archangel and Zaid along the way. But this time I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to do the Citadel stuff first because I can, and also it means I can knock out these. So that's that.
The starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
I support that. You know, I don't support Cerberus's aims. Like, human first and all that. It doesn't vibe with me. I don't think any one species or, you know, in modern contemporary geopolitics, race, for want of a better word,
Access to life support is
is superior.
The port observation deck is closed until needed.
No, I'm in the wrong...
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
I remembered that line. It makes me laugh. Don't know why these are here. I don't think you ever need to use them, but... Why do these not have doors? It's always bothered me. Was this designed by a man? Anyway. Down another deck.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
Save them for last.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
This Normandy has junk in her trunk. Ships are always her. I'm not being sexist, that's just... Ships are always a her,
Access to this room is
in British
currently
English at least.
restricted.
There's none down here yet, but there might be a codex entry? Nope. Oh, Norman Dussy. Thanks, Josie. Thanks for that. Real big fan. Isn't that just Edie? Oh, there they are, chat. Hey, do you think standing this close to the Ezo core is gonna give me any long-term health effects? Gen Z brain rot delivered right to your doorstep? Thanks. I appreciate that. Millennials don't have enough brain rot as it is. We need Gen Z to help out. Donnelly and Daniels. My folks.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Perugia's in Italy, if anyone's interested. It's the capital city of one of the administrative districts.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Huh?
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
How high? How high can you jump? Just out of curiosity. I'm not asking for any reason you understand. Real reason, sorry.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Chat, as someone who has a daddy bag, I don't recommend being kicked in it. It is not pleasant. The nausea lingers.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
He is. He really is.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Yeah, you know who has shore leave. It's me, I'm the commanding officer. I have
Carry on.
all the shore leave
Will
I
do,
need.
Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you she would.
Yeah, of course I would. You're two of my favourite crew members. Yeah, I think she meant it doesn't affect the efficiency of the ship, but obviously it affects their efficiency. Kelly, have I got any messages?
No messages for you, Commander.
Thank you, Kelly. Okay, no reading for me.
The Systems Alliance UT-47 drop shuttle landing craft holds 12 soldiers in a cramped, uncomfortable cargo bay and 2 more in the cockpit. Officially named the Kodiak, the drop shuttle is better known to Alliance Marines as the Combat Cockroach due to its appearance and durability. The vehicle's robust environmental sealant technology exposes few vulnerable parts to the elements. First tested in the sulfuric acid clouds and extreme temperatures of Venus, the Kodiak can land in hard vacuum, high pressure, and temperatures from near absolute zero to over 900 degrees Celsius. A true contragravitic vehicle, the Kodiak's substantial Element Zero core allows flight by entirely countering the vehicle's mass. Its small thrusters are for directional control only. So if the mass effect field fails, the vehicle becomes a proverbial 3 million credit coffin. The unarmed shuttle forgoes weaponry space for active masking, electronic countermeasures, and a robust kinetic barrier system, ideal for dropping troops undetected.
3 things, chat. 1, 3 million credit coffin. It's an expensive coffin when I'll just give you one of my cardboard box that I have. 2, active masking? I passive mask? That's the only way to mask. 3, yeah, Blink, imagine reading. I saw a poster. It was like one of the worst things that LLMs and generative AI have done is like make it even less likely that people will read for pleasure because they're just using generated summaries of books, and I'm like, let me read. Oh, hang on. Brontosaurus vehicles like Heracles. Okay, so this is the galaxy map. It's a bit different. There's now a fuel gauge, which is what the fuel depot's for. Right. I'm just gonna, like I did with the first game, I'm just gonna use a guide. You know what? I can't bother to. Oh, it's the Omega Nebula. Duh. And then I need. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the list of good planets to scan. Oh, also, just so you are aware, the Legendary Edition does include all of the DLC for Mass Effect 2. However, in the original Mass Effect 2, it was available as soon as you started the game. In the Legendary Edition, you have to buy it or research it. Like, as if it's just a normal piece of equipment. Which is pretty cool. Right, I'm just going to do this Mass Effect 2... planet scanning. Which is, to be fair, it is probably the only reason that I'm not rocking the Blood Dragon armor right now, is because I don't have it. I thought there was a list of planet by system. Well, okay, so I don't need to scan planets in this one because it's not. Control F didn't work, so I know there's no rich planet in here for me to scan. Urdak is a close orbiting brown dwarf. Most red-brown dwarf binary systems have an average separation of 8 astronomical units. Again, 1 astronomical unit, or AU, is the distance between the Earth and the Sun. The Sarabaric system is about 12 billion years old and has long since used up the deuterium used to fuel fusion, so Urdak is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. I do, however, need to know if there's anything. Cool. Urdak is a Class L brown dwarf with a. Sorry, I'm just trying to put my window so I can see things. A relatively low temperature of 1,300 degrees Celsius, but its heat and gravity have made it unpopular for development. There are rumours that the heads of several of Omega's crime syndicates maintain private residences on various moons. Whatever the truth of the matter, battles between syndicate vessels are often observed around the ring plane. News outlets on Omega maintain satellites at Urdak's Lagrange points for real-time coverage of these battles, which garner high viewer rating. Orbital distance 0.8 AU. Orbital period 1.3 Earth years. Radius 72,512 kilometers. Day length 19.2 Earth hours. And if you've not been to this channel before when I'm playing a role-playing game, yes, I read everything. You're welcome. Imorcan. A standard methane ammonia gas giant, Imorcan is the main source of helium-3 fuel for ships coming to or from Omega. Most of its fueling stations are run by criminal cartels who engage in cutthroat, sometimes literally, pricing wars. Imorcan is also widely known for its layover stations where pirates in a hurry can find fuel, ammunition, intoxicants, gambling, and sexual companionship at any hour. Wink. Orbital distance 3.4 AU, orbital period 11.5 Earth years, radius 53,491 kilometers, day length 18.7 Earth hours. I've just realized I forgot to check something. Okay. Cool. Cool. So I'm just checking something. I thought there was a better resource in the wiki that I used last time. Aha! This Steam guide will work. Amazing. Thank you. Shout out to Spag, who is currently playing Darktide, apparently. I read that. There's a more can. The Omega-4 relay is surrounded by hazard beacons and automated warnings. Over the last 1,000 years, many ships have attempted to pass through it, but none have returned. The only ones to pass freely back and forth through the relay are the mysterious collectors. There are many theories why ships never return from Omega-4. Some say there is a black hole at the far end. Others, mostly the impoverished underclass of Omega, believe there is some form of earthly paradise. Most, however, simply think that the collectors capture or destroy those passing through the relay. I'm just going to save the game. I know it doesn't auto-save, but I'm going to manually save. I can't remember if you can go through the relay or if the game stops you.
Until we have a solution in place, we cannot utilize the Omega-4 relay.
That's how I get out of the system. Binder. If it were closer to Sahrabark, Binder would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. In the deep cold of the outer solar system, however, both elements have long since frozen to the ground. Orbital distance 6.12 AU, orbital period 27.7 Earth years, radius 4,907 kilometers, day length 53.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure, trace, surface temperature, negative 224 Celsius, surface gravity 0.55 G. And this is a good planet for platinum. So this is the planet scanning. It's not great.
Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
So you just find like the highest peak you can and
Launching probe.
fire a probe at it. The wiki tells you how many of each resource you need. Oh no, my controller batteries. Oh, my controller turned off. Never mind. I'll be right back after replacing the batteries in my controller. Also, I've just realised that Josie read Vehicles in the Codex. Cool, cool. Ordinarily, of course, I would highly advocate that people play games for the first time the way they want to experience them. However, the planet scanning in this game is such that you are doing yourself a favour if you do as little of it as possible. As with the first game, I think you will get the occasional mission from it. But yeah, it's just so tedious. It's not bad, it's just dull. What was that, Spike? What? Okay.
Probe away. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
I can't spend any of these, by the way, because I don't have more than yet.
Submachine guns, and assault rifles.
With the probe. It's got to be another giant spike somewhere. Oh. My finger's starting to cramp on the trigger. I know what I said about the Citadel, but as I am literally in the same system as Omega, I may as well just get everything up. Get all the companions from Omega first.
Launching probe. Launched.
How much platinum do I need? 305,000. Cool. That's a fair amount of platinum. Unfortunately, obviously, the planet scanning guides are don't tell you exactly where you need to have the scanner.
Launching probe.
Still says it's a rich planet. There must be one more huge spike somewhere. Oh, where was that?
Launching probe. Probe away.
Good. I may as well just use up the last probe. I think I can buy probes at the fuel depot. There we go. So yeah, this is the downside of playing Mass Effect 2 on stream. Hopefully you're all enjoying the thrilling scanning gameplay.
Probe away.
Right, let's do this systematically anyway. And the music relaxing? I mean, it is. It's chill. Don't get me wrong. The scanning is chill. It's just obviously not terribly compelling gameplay.
Launching probe.
Okay, nothing else on the planet. Yeah, we'll go and get. We'll go and grab everything from Omega while we're here. There's no reason not to, and also, you know, it means that I'm not just planet scanning for the entire stream. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time there ever was one. Population 7.8 million, orbital distance 2.43 astronomical units. Orbital period 6.9, nice. Earth years, total length 44.7 kilometers. Just pancakes into an asteroid and explodes. Joker! How's the audio, by the way, chat? I haven't changed it since last time, so hopefully it's still good. Audio is fine. Good, good, good. Oh, yeah. I would do the explosive, but I'll take Squad Incendiary, please and thank you. Just be loyal for Slam. Do that. Cutscene.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Aria wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Aria for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure I cannot turn the helmet off. So I'm just going to have to go back onto the ship and do it manual and remove it. Yeah. Cool. Amazing. Love that for me. Yep, right. Just going to remove the helmet. I have to go all the way to the captain's cabin, but I don't want it on in cutscenes, so I'm going to take it off. In case you're curious, those loading times are, thank you, Kelly, are a lot longer on the original hardware. Like, all of the helmets have, you know, bonuses associated with them, but they're just on in cutscenes, and I don't like that. Right, back to Omega.
No messages for you, Commander.
Thank you, Kelly. Why can I not type to reply to my partner? Really is a sci-fi equivalent of hold on, forgot my lipstick at home, let me get it real quick. Yeah, Shepard did forget her lipstick at home. Right. Zaid.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solis...
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it.
Oof.
Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No, he did not. Is it a floral arrangement? I'm partial to a nice bouquet myself. Like Zaid and Kasumi, once you're done with their missions, they're just kind of there. When you have conversations on the Normandy, it's just a little underwhelming. It is Blink. They are vastly underutilized characters.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes.
And he won.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
They always run, chat. They always run. This is the map of Omega, by the way. I want to sprint. Hello? Oh, right. It's A to sprint in this game. That's on me. Hey, Jacob, you're getting replaced already. I'm so sorry. Rank 2. I know I just got in squad incendiary, but I just Zaid, you know, just Zaid. I don't need biotics because I am an adept myself, so I'll grab that. I won't. Jacob unfortunately does not fill a niche that I need filling, if you know what I'm saying, chat.
Originally an asteroid rich in element 0, Omega was briefly mined by the Protheans, who eventually abandoned it due to its thick, impenetrable crust. Thousands of years later, nature did what even the Protheans could not. A collision with another asteroid broke Omega in half, exposing its trove of element 0 for easy mining. A rush ensued as corporations and private individuals tried to strike it rich on Omega, and thieves and outlaws followed in their wake. As space became tight, construction of processing facilities extended vertically from the asteroid, creating Omega's jellyfish-like silhouette. To prevent future collisions, the station is ringed with enormous mass-effect field generators that redirect incoming debris. Today, Omega is a major hub of narcotics, weapons, and EZO trafficking, without even a pretense of civilian government or military control. Only mercenary groups have been able to instill a limited order. The most ruthless is an Asari syndicate run by the notorious Arya T'Loak.
Hell yeah, Arya! The veterans, I eat secrets, planet Zoria. Bring firearms and antihistamines is what veteran guides say about this lush garden world. First colonized in 2160, Zoria's temperate and tropical zones are overrun with plants and fungi of all kinds. As a result, the air in most habitable areas is choked with pollen and spores that range from benign to deadly. The scattered colonies across the planet have resorted to clear-cutting and slash-and-burn farming to create habitable zones, and the more rural areas, where the spores are thickest, are populated only by Vorcha. Lax ecological laws allow mining and manufacturing industries to flourish and pollute cheaply, as the planet's carrying capacity far outstrips the current size of its colonies. Zoria is also home to the Blue Suns Mercenary Company, who dominate the colony's security forces. The Suns enjoy nearly unlimited influence with local politicians and judges, ensuring no other private military contractors can compete with them economically. Nearly every colony has a Suns recruiting station, if not a training camp, though this has hardly made the planet any safer. Piracy, drugs and vice, and political violence are commonplace. Warning, low power. Yeah, we should probably go talk to Arya first.
Come on, let me in.
I think he wants to get in.
Arya's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
No, he's got a point. Do you have a rejoinder?
You've let 10 people in while I've been standing here.
Make that 13!
They were VIPs.
Go on in. Arya's expecting you.
You've let...
Kyle?
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
What an interaction. Like, I could have taken her. I would have taken her. But I chose. I didn't want to. That's not what I wanted to do. That's the brandy for Chakwas. Give me that blue stuff. That glass is empty. Now it's full, now it's empty again. Interesting. Just slide the glass across. Oh, it's the blue stuff again. Love the blue stuff, chat. Absolutely love the blue stuff.
want to talk to Arya.
Now, what if I don't want to talk? So this is the back entrance, I believe? You!
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember.
You're a crime lord,
Removed
I remember.
2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
And yes, it is not a great way to approach a bartender. I guess they're implying that it's too loud to talk.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Yeah, I have not talking to you to do. And then that's the back door down there. Cool. Even more evidence Shepard is Space Jesus? Shepard is Space Jesus. You are not wrong. I'm busy. Nom 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 nom. Again, reminder, I guess. Paragon playthrough makes Shepard extremely annoying.
I knew a bar out on the front looked like this. Me and some friends got stupid one night. Long story short, tempers flared, followed by pistols. We all got out, except my buddy Narco. Places like this are slaughterhouses, dressed as nightclubs. I shit you not.
That's in chat for Narco. Right. Let's go talk to Warrior.
That's close enough.
I like that Zai didn't draw.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one ruler. Don't fuck with Arya.
God, Carrion Moss delivers those lines incredibly well.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
I don't want to be tossed out in airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
I will try not to.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove.
Fair. Very fair.
Short answer, mind your own damn business.
No, that's understandable.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
My kind of Solarian.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
That could be our way in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
He's not stupid then, is he?
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
Fair.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help them.
Omega's got some emo-ass gangs. The Blood Pack.
Sounds like I don't have much time to waste.
You've got all the time in the world. Archangel? Not so much.
But we are going to get Morden first. I'm just trying to think. If I go the other way, through the back door. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's go through the back door, chat. I can clear a lot of the stuff out of what I can do on Omega that I remember I can do on Omega at the very least. On the way to the apartment. Quarantine zone, sorry. Oh yeah, the Shepherd Shuffle. Shepherd's sweet dance moves have not been improved. They left perfection alone. Talk to Forvan in a moment. Oh, we're taking a shot. Saeed and Miranda just standing awkwardly behind Shepard. Remember, chat, sex work is real work.
said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
What do you know about Aria?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Aria arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
Seen worse dance floor moves in your time as a bartender? That's fair. You haven't seen me dance. I dance worse. I don't dance for a reason.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
She played the head game.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Aria's now.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Aria's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
I should be going.
Like the Patriarch. He's a good character. Right. Forvan. Do you have the blue stuff? Chat, does he have the blue stuff? Oh, his stuff's purple. Purple's pretty cool too. It's also invisible. And he has the full... No, that's blue. You son of a bitch! He poisoned me! I remembered that was gonna happen, chat.
Shepard, are you alright?
What's going on here?
You ought to be alright. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it.
Hell yeah.
Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
Well, that's not pleasant. To celebrate your new shipping business.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
Fun fact about hand movements and bars over here, you can order a bid by just raising a pinky. That's pretty cool. Impromptu sign language at its finest. That's the marketplace. This is Afterlife. Yeah, this is Afterlife. Cool. Hey, Forvan. Guess what? I lived, bitch. Round 2. Fight.
Do I know you? No, humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
Make him drink it.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the fortune.
I'm not taking any chances.
I reckon doing the music's about 105 decibels and people don't articulate well enough to lip read. It's understandable. Right, well I lived and, well, four of them didn't, so there's that. Oh, these are Vorcha, by the way. They weren't in the first game. It's a new alien species. You okay? You don't look okay. I'm going to assume you're just sleeping off a drink, and we're going to go this way now.
Explorer ships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown make, but whose silhouette strongly resembles ancient Rachni ship profiles. The few ships sighted have been small scouting vessels that...
Human, tell Captain Gavorn we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavorn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavorn we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavorn's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavorn's tricks. We leave.
So you said twice. Very impressively in your loincloth at that as well. I don't want to go this way because just for the sake of completion, let's just back up to the main deck, main floor. See? What?
Got a dangerous job that needs doing or employees that just won't work? Let us help. I'm Ruthos Genera, CEO of Genera Staffing Services. We employ a large force of
I could listen to the radio broadcasts all day, chat, but we're not here for that. We are actually here for gameplay, and my time is limited. Hey, Ken. You seem to be a bit electrical.
Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvaged parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
What an a-hole.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I'm just seeing which gets me the most, rewards.
Commander Shepard. She uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight. Or did she? Witnesses report seeing her alive on Omega. The Shepard Scholarship has gone into effect, targeting low-income children on Earth, where the most famous human in the galaxy allegedly had a difficult childhood. The scholarships have allowed several dozen young men and women to lead gangs and to join the military or enroll in school.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
I shall, but first... Actually, I'm here, so... Oh, no, I didn't. Goodbye.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk.
Why do I don't want to be behind his counter. Can salvage. I have a lot of credits. A pristine set of discontinued T6 FBA couplings used to monitor Mass Effect fields aboard starships. I will purchase those. So these are all the upgrades. You know, you just buy them. They do cool stuff. I think these were DLC items. Strong synthetic fibers can be woven through the skin, dramatically reducing damage taken from most attacks. These fibers also act as a Medigel conduit, improving healing. I'll take the lattice shunting.
What's this?
Shotgun damage increases damage by 10%. Improves shotguns, heavy shotguns, and assault shotguns for your entire squad. That was the word shotgun a lot in quick succession. This upgrade improves the weapon's Mass Effect field generator, increasing the mass and acceleration of each round fired.
This is valuable.
Speaking of shotguns, the Matix is Cerberus rifle. Medium range semi-automatic rifle effective against armor, shields, and barriers. Upgrades the Avenger assault rifle. The Matic is a semi-automatic hybrid weapon with an assault rifle's low heat production and a sniper rifle's punch. Though it does not have a sniper rifle's precision scope, marksmen favour its increased power over that of an assault rifle to bring down hardened targets. Its lack of a full auto setting is advertised as a feature rather than a shortcoming, since it curbs a soldier's tendency to spray inaccurate fire under stress. I'm gonna save for that. That's most of my credits. Geth Plasma Shotgun. This 3-barreled Geth weapon fires miniature but potent cluster rounds of superconducting projectiles and has a longer range than standard shotguns. A 2-stage trigger system allows for either quick-fire capacitors or a charge and release attack to electrify the projectiles as they exit the weapon. As the rounds hit the target, they fragment and electricity arcs between the pieces, flash converting the air to conductive plasma. The resulting impact, heat, and electrical charge overloads shields and barriers and causes massive trauma to unarmored targets. Who am I kidding? We'll get this now. Heavy weapon ammo, microfusion array. The power cell technology used by heavy weapons is fairly old, but can be improved by rebuilding the core with more modern components. These improvements allow standard power cells to yield more shots per power cell and allow for more total shots to be fired.
We can use this.
Right, I just spent all of my money. You should have made at least 1,000 credits. Left's back to Omega. So this way. Sure, they're fine.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
The right name, please.
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music.
I know when I'm not wanted. I'll be back. Chat, I don't read social cues that well. Yeah, Devlon Industries.
Here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
Tell me more.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
I don't want to see a Batarian topless, so that's fine.
You must have seen something you liked.
Look at all this stuff, chat. Increases sprint speed. It's just a spaceship model. Titillating alien magazine. Is that alien porn? There's the blood dragon armor. It looks so cool. It looks so cool! So clearly I'll be back when I've got money. Wait, Admiral Kahoku?
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
Lusty Argonian made Mass Effect Edition. Not wrong.
What kinds of
You are
things do you
not
sell
wrong, Josie.
here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
It's the floating floating cigar. It just gets me. Wish I could say turn indicators like these guys weren't communicating. Absolutely, it would be so useful if that were a socially acceptable thing.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
I love the fact that the solution to that problem is threaten to break his legs. See, that was like Tron armor. Singularity projector. Anyway, there's going to be plenty of time to come back and purchase all of these weapons and play with them. I need to go and let and know that he's been released from his very one-sided deal.
I heard you spoke to Harrod. Thank you so much. At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
How about you just go now?
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
Got Paragon points for threatening to break Harrot's legs, and then you get Paragon points for paying his ticket. I maximise my Paragon points. That is true efficiency. That's the wrong way. I need to go straight ahead till I can't go straight anymore. No, chat, I can't go straight still because I'm queer. Oh, that joke was obvious. Truly a pro gaming move? You know it.
End is not.
Is it? Is the end nigh?
Humans are blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human.
His whole crowd is human. Let that sink in, chat. It's like a horse, the end is neigh. I see what he did there. That was good. This is the... Yes. So I'm going to go back to the Normandy before coming back here. And I'm going to give Zaid the shotgun I bought. And also the Matuk, for that matter. Or that Matuk. Even I admit that one was a stretch. That's Normandy, by the way. Nope. Oh, alright, he's a sniper rifle guy. Oh well, the Matic's gonna help out. I won't be finishing this quest today, but I'll start it at the very least.
A council inquiry has concluded that a combat VI that went rogue on Luna was not intentionally upgraded to full AI status. Alliance members have maintained that the VI was for combat testing purposes only. Given these findings, it is unlikely any charges will be filed.
Oh good, no charges against the Alliance for AI manufacture.
And is not.
Right. Into the quarantine district. Private residence access.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
Sorry, I caught my microphone mount with my tankard.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
Stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business.
It is.
She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So you're saying the slums...
Finally, a human...
You can't keep me out.
Doing you a favor, human.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solis in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck. The area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Any idea where I can find Morden's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? The place is quarantined, remember?
Well, maybe I want to help fix it.
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
No, I understand. Can we back up to the point where you shooting me is a symptom? That seems... I'm not going to say unrelated. Clearly it's related. That seems like it's not the disease doing that.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Getting shot is not a variable in most of our epidemiology registers. Should file a request for addition, it seems. Apparently you should, yeah. Give that one a funky acronym.
Listen, you're stuck here till this quarantine's over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Technically I don't, but...
Fortunately, Humans are immune to the plague.
That's a good point. I have an arc projector. Nope. The arc projector, by the way, is basically just a flamethrower. Our epidemiology register already has half opponents. Be prepared because every Belgian register needs letters B in there. That's funny. I dig that. That's a solid pun. Ezo. Yes, please. Caution, quarantine.
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in.
Hey. Please don't shoot me. Thank you for not shooting me, by the way. I really appreciate that. Being shot was not a symptom of the... It's not the first symptom. This is the Gozu district, by the way. It's not the first symptom, so I appreciate you not skipping straight to stage 3. Big fan of that. Big fan of that.
Good luck in there. Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
No, I move. I'm moving. Do I have a singularity? I do. Surprise! Forgot how inaccurate things are if you're not in cover.
Take control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Hey, it works.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
I mean, yeah, I could speed things up for you.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
Pretty sure that's...
Is there anything I
Get
can do?
away from me. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it! Damn you! Can't...
I forgot about the quick time events. Let the autosave kill the dudes. Redo that cutscene.
Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
Sorry, I was just replying to an important message. I have a flashbang, right? Yeah. Yeet! Wow, that didn't reach anywhere near as far as I thought it would. Do you like how I yeeted that warp, I think it is? On the throw straight between them? That was impressive, chat. That was what I like to call a bubble special.
Take control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Hey, you should probably activate that.
You bad enough you infect us with this.
Is there anything I can do?
Your plague did this to me.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it! Damn you!
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
He hopes you subscribe to twitch.tv/comradebubbles or spend some moonbeams on my stream on Moonbeam.
Oh,
Moonstone, sorry.
help me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Could be the Vulture.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans?
Good question.
Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers.
Gasp.
Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Morden Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Morden worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
Badass doctors with a sense of style and drama, dude.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier.
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
I need to find Morden.
I did that just so I could get this conversation option back.
Dangerous, but
When I
perhaps
find Morden, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Morden is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
I should go, you're dying. That was a bank terminal? Ah, yes, the code segments. Find matching code segments, locate and select the code that matches the code displayed at the top left corner of the screen. Avoid red codes, find all matches before time runs out, tag through security. This is the one I thought was in Mass Effect 3 because I was misremembering like an absolute fool. Nope, that was... I thought I'd gone up. I had not. So this is, as far as I can tell, random chance. So you can end up in a situation where you can't complete it, or you get kind of boxed in. Anyone in here dead? All on heavy weapon ammo, so just get money. Same with the Medigel. Let me in. Oh well, this is unfortunate.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
No, that's fine.
Bastards see us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards.
Better wise up, Janet Wise.
Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the
I don't think you're getting out of here. Bad news about that. Some unfortunate news, truly.
He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
F's in chat for those two. Nothing else in this room, mind you. Just the law. Choked him on his spick, some stupid, got quarantined, feels bad, man. I mean, that's a Bubbles move right there. Checking I'm not going towards the objective. Money.
The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Turned out the circuits maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
Yeah, about that. They won't need that money. Like how there's just people coughing in the background.
Heads up.
Yeet. Yeet.
This'll put him down.
The guy is. Have a throw. Goodbye.
Felt that one.
There's a shotgun over there somewhere. Run, Shepherd, run! We good? Think I'm good? I'm going for the, there's a headshot objective. Accolade, call it what you will. That's one gun pull. Also the pistol. The submachine gun I've currently got isn't as satisfying to use as the Convex. Like, the Shuriken's fine, but there are better SMGs.
Oh, thank God you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us.
You don't mind that I just stole your Medigel, right? You weren't using that. How about your money? Cool if I take 4,000 credits from you?
Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
Convenient.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
Implication there being, they'll kill me first!
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
Well, everyone... You know, too many people are infected at this point.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
Remember, chat. Have your vaccine, mask up, and boy howdy, if you think you've got COVID, I mean, the plague, stay the fuck inside. It's burning bodies while the disease might be airborne. Very smart. Let's not think about the gas emitting from burning bodies, shall we? Exactly.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
Pop, pop, pop. There are only 3 Vorcha? That's not many. I could kill them.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I had COVID 5 fucking times, got another booster right after infection 5 wore off. Oof! I, luckily, as I'm medically vulnerable, have not caught it yet. And I do keep getting my vaccines and my booster shots, so... I just, you know, wish people were more responsible about it.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Morden's clinic. I'm gonna be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Oh yeah, Josie, I know you work in healthcare, and obviously with half your extended family also working in healthcare, it's going to be inevitable. There's just people, you know, as a medically, also I absolutely stole all their money and then told them to leave their house. As a medically vulnerable person, like people who don't work in healthcare and, you know, people who are infectious and leave their house without taking any precautions just really, really irk me. I didn't leave the house for 2 years because of people like that. Even now, I don't really leave the house. But... Oh, I hear a tiny cat. Yeah, this is just a firing step. Where are you? Look around, and she's licking her butt. Cool. But fortunately, Angel and I managed to not get COVID or Conflu at the convention we attended recently.
This should come in handy.
Assault rifle damage. Welcome to Kokomo Plaza. See, the problem, chat, with playing this is that it's really reminding me of Dead Space. I really want to replay the Dead Space remake. I loved that. And also, you know, obviously I've got Dead Space 2 to play as well. Okay, 10 more headshots. Well, that did not do much at all. Right, let's try that in an actual place where people are. Hijack. Baron, sorry, hijack for the space monkeys. Boom, 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 boom. I think this pistol's the armor one. Hey, get off my computer. Tiny cat. You are adorable, even if you are a criminal and a trouble causer. Hey, Josie. And anyone else on Twitch right now. Where did my channel emotes go? There they are. This just happened. What an emote.
Here we go.
Thanks, Colour Shepherd. Give me 1 second. Right. Where are the rest of my kitten emotes? Because I went absolutely berserk. Because I made a static emote, and then I realized I had so many animated emote slots left that I was just like, yeah, we'll just slap all of the same emote into the animations.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. Just what I like to see.
Suddenly, Krogan at my feet. I think there was something else back here. Maybe? Yeah, this just goes in a circle, doesn't it? Sure does. that not? Huh. Oh no, I went this way, and I was going to check up the stairs, but obviously it goes in a circle. That was it, I think. I hope. Is there anything in here? Oh, I'll take the user. Less planet scanning that I have to do.
Hey, back off. We got here first.
Did you, though? I mean, yes, you did get here first, but still.
Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. The plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
Hey, how about you take a bullet to the kneecap?
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turian's trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Do you know a Solarian named Morden Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
What else can you tell me about the
Thank
plague?
you for being so chatty.
I don't know. Started about a week ago, I think. Aliens started dying off left and right, and they quarantined the district.
Figured we had to look out for ourselves. Started scoping out some apartments, taking what we could carry.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Guess we didn't really think it through.
She psyched herself out.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
The Blue Suns used to keep them down. But with all the Suns getting sick, the Vorcha are making a push to take over the district. Don't know who's gonna come out on top. We just want to stay the hell out of the way.
That's understandable. Yeah. Ari was contemplating stepping from the windowsill down on my computer chair and psyched herself out.
Blue Suns used... don't know who's gonna come out on top.
I don't know if the microphone
just wanna
picked up
stay
the
hell
thud.
out of the way.
Tell me everything you know about Morden Solus.
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up a gunshot wound for free, then kick your ass and throw you out when you try to grab a few painkillers.
Be honest, man. You kind of had that coming.
No way he's just a doctor. No doctor puts down a Blue Sun squad like that.
All I know is if you go to his clinic, don't cause any trouble.
The Blue Suns control this district, right?
Well, they used to, before the plague wiped half of them out. Seems like it won't be long until the Vorcha finish him off. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry to see him go. Blue Suns ran a tight ship, kept the district in line for the most part.
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while, get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
Good. Because I drew my pistol automatically. It's a nervous reflex, and I'm very nervous right now. I'd hate to have a twitchy finger as well. Okay, interesting. There is actually nothing in here to steal. Oh, chat, while I'm thinking about it, Wednesday there'll be no co-working stream because I have a meeting 12 till 1 that I will not see the decorative plant sadness. I know, I'm sorry. I have a meeting 12 till 1 and that means I won't have time for lunch if I then go straight into the co-working stream. But there'll be Mass Effect as normal. And then on Friday, I'm playing Minecraft with someone, noon till 3. We are streaming it. And the co-working will happen after the Minecraft stream. I'll take some time for. I'll like try to eat my lunch as quickly as I can, and then we'll, as I say, we'll do the co-working after the Minecraft.
Although they resemble a mammal-reptile cross, the Vorcha have no terrestrial analog. They are humanoid in form, but Vorcha have clusters of non-differentiated neoblast cells, like those of Earth's planarian worms. Damaged Vorcha cells mature into specialized structures to alleviate...
Also, just, you know, thinking about it, I didn't want to steal the decorative plants, I wanted to leave them alone. Took me too long to come up with that, but I got there. Repo stream when? Whenever I have time between games. Unfortunately, if it's not a collaboration, I like to just play the same game all the way through unless something happens. Anyway, back to the Vorcha. After my terrible pun.
The Vola, although they resemble a mammal-reptile cross, the Vorcha have no terrestrial analog. They are humanoid in form, but Vorcha have clusters of non-differentiated neoblast cells, like those of Earth's planarian worms. Damaged Vorcha cells mature into specialized structures to alleviate injury or stress. Transformations include thicker skin following injury, lung adaptation for barely breathable atmospheres, and stronger cardioskeletal muscle under high gravity. Skull capacity and brain size do not change. Vorcha rarely make more than one somatic overhaul. Vorcha assault each other frequently, causing their young to gain strength, intelligence, and resilience. As a result, Vorcha see inflicting and receiving pain as normal communication. Few Vorcha study professions, in part because their average life expectancy is only 20 years. Because Vorcha can eat and breathe nearly anything, they can live almost anywhere. But racism prevents them from integrating into most societies that dismiss them as vermin. They have few employment options beyond Krogan mercenary bands.
Well, that's not very nice. Although, admittedly, sometimes if I'm not feeling like the mainstream, like the main game I'm playing, I do occasionally do a one-off. So I guess if there is interest in me playing, in watching me stream repo solo for a single stream, that might happen if I'm not vibing Mass Effect 2. And sometimes I'm not, because, you know, I do have to engage my brain a fair amount. However, this is where the stream today ends. YouTube, as ever, please do let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Share the content with anyone you think might like it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, swing by twitch.tv/Comrade Bobbles, I don't know who they are, Comrade Bubbles, and moonbeam.stream/user/Comrade Bubbles, and follow me on both of those places. Join Bubble Sanctuary if you can, don't worry if you don't want it. There's a merch store in my video description, there's various ways to support me, none of which you have to do. I'll be doing this anyway, but just something to think about. Regardless, I should be back tomorrow with more co-working and then more Mass Effect 2. Until next time, YouTube audience, please do stay safe, please do stay healthy, please do stay wholesome. Pet your pets, tell them that they are good pets. Much love to you all. Goodbye.